Hello everybody, welcome back to the RaceCraft server. Today we're going to work on some more stuff around spawn and actually probably mostly over by the monument. If you look here, this is our original cave that we all started out in and kind of accidentally became our main spawn home. And I've been slowly working on a spawn area around this cave. Well, I had kind of I've been having kind of a rough go of it lately with work and whatnot, and whenever I am stressed or angry or whatever, I seem to take out much of my frustration in Minecraft. And I spent quite a bit of time here doing a lot of renovation in the main spawn area, and you can see that now. So no longer is it all stone and creeper explosions and ugliness. Now the Christmas tree is gone. That will be probably rebuilt somewhere else rather than right in the middle here. I may actually want to incorporate that huge spruce tree into the area, but for now I just wanted to work out the path so it connects front to back. If you look at the front here, I worked out a wall pattern front and back. See, it's back there as well. So now this little, I don't even know what to call it, kind of a castle, more of just like a protecting wall with some lookout towers on the corners. That is all complete. And now I can kind of just focus on making this more town-like. So like we got this little animal farm over here. I'd like to make that into an actual kind of like barn building rather than, you know, just animals in a fence. I dressed up Joe's F1 car, which he did not intend this to be a feature, but I kind of like it, and I like where it is, and now it is encapsulated here with a nice little stand, and I think it's here for the keeping. Did I? No. I still need to come back and replace the rest of the wheels with coal. These are still wool, and I like the wool. But anyway, that's not all that got accomplished over the past couple days. If you walk out here, you can probably already see that some changes have happened on the road. Finished as much as I think I want to do with the nethered portal. Just gonna be out in the open like this. I thought about doing a kind of a glass roof with lava in it. Decided just to kind of keep it a little bit, well, it's not simple. It's actually very, very busy, complicated design, so I don't want to add anything more to it. Let's put it that way. But along the walkway here, I spent a long time trying to figure out what kind of street lighting to do, working out different lamp designs and all sorts of stuff, and this is what I came up with. So it almost looks like kind of what you would see on a suspension bridge, kind of that kind of pattern, with just a regular glowstone up top, and finally found a use for all these iron bars that I accidentally made a while ago. So those are all gone now, as is all of my iron, and any iron that I think was in spawn. We are actually now completely out, and the anvil just broke, so I've got to do some mining. Maybe we'll go do some caving one of these days and rebuild that iron supply. I didn't do the lighting down this road. I don't know what Joe's going to do with all this. Clearly not much progress has been made on the Jolo games over there. It looks exactly the same. But along here, I added these lights all the way down, and I'm really happy with the way they turned out. Gives it, I don't know, kind of a more modern, kind of high-class look. I don't know how to describe it. It just looks very very fancy, and I like it. But today, what I wanted, why does this keep happening? Okay, so apparently I was not actually connected to the server there, as we are now way back here. Alright, hopefully that stops happening. For some reason, keep losing internet connection like that, which just kind of goes in line with how the week's going for me, so we will deal with it and work through it. One thing I want to do, since I've been working on the cleaning up of the area, I think it's time to finally ditch the color palette here. I think it's pretty much set in stone now, so I don't know if I need a guide anymore. It's just kind of an eyesore. So no more signs with ABC. I believe that was ducks. And that is it. So one less thing in the way. Oh no. Unwelcome guests. I actually had 30 levels that I was going to do an enchant with a new enchanting process today, and a zombie killed me. Right as I was just for like 2 seconds, I stepped into the building here just to check something out, and I alt-tabbed out, and I came back and I was dead, and I was wearing all my stuff. But luckily I got all the kinky armor back. What would I do without my kinky armor? But I should sleep before that happens again. It's still floating way above the bed when we're sleeping. We haven't upgraded to the newest snapshot yet. These snapshots have been particularly buggy, which, I mean, that is the point of a snapshot. They're not finished versions, so you gotta expect that. But a lot of new development happening in Minecraft. They are working on the modding API, or making it so that the game is easier to mod, which means all of the stuff is getting rewritten. And when you rewrite a lot of the stuff, it's gonna get broken. But I really wanted the new stuff, so I'm glad we upgraded to the snapshot. Anyway, this is what I want to work on today. A fountain. As I mentioned, we kind of got this derptastic river going here that's kind of a mess. And I'd like to incorporate it into the design of the building so that it's not so messy. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to work out a little bit of an area where the fountain will be, and I'll come back to you when I start working on the design. Alright, so here's where we stand with the fountain idea. It's taken a little different shape than I had originally envisioned. I tried to stick to somewhat the same color theme as the monument building. I just didn't really work in a place for the stained clay to be, but that's okay. I think I've got an idea for that as well, because I gotta dress up the actual, like, the water coming down towards the front here as well. So there's still room to do that. The top has been redesigned multiple times, but I think I like this one. Trying to get that light blue glass. It's probably my favorite glass. Favorite color of the stained glass. I really like the blue, or the light blue. Other than that, it's fairly simple. Just use some stairs, hooked up together to make these little portals. And when I got it all done, I decided it just didn't make a whole lot of sense. It could be a spring, but the water goes the wrong way. So I tried to make it more fountain-like. It has a source. So now I've got the water kind of pouring out of the mountain here, which I'll show you why in a second. And then that will pour down into the fountain as if it's quote-unquote powering it. Again, I am ridiculously obsessed with logic in my buildings. It is Minecraft. I should not be so obsessed with logic, but that just tends to be how I think about things. So, speaking of that, let me go up top real quick and see. At the top of this little hill, I noticed there is a water pool. So I would like to connect this water pool and just kind of think that this is the spring area that's feeding it. So I'm going to connect it in some senses to this. And I'm going to do that just by tunneling over there from here, but below the surface. So let me do that real quick. Alright, now that nighttime is upon us, you can see what I mean, that this now ties back into there. I originally had this kind of covered up as if it was just springing from the mountain, but now I've got kind of got this little exposed river coming out from that pool over there, that spring, and that feeds down into the fountain. So I think that logically makes much more sense than the just the fountain from nothing. So there we have it. That's an idea I kind of had very early on, but is finally seen the light of day. And that's one thing I'd like to do, is start filling in some of this area around the monument building, because it looks a little silly just kind of out here in the open with nothing around it. Hopefully some of the other people here on the server will help out and start putting some structures in and around here, especially down the road and whatnot. But only time will tell. So I've kind of given it some thought, and we could spend the rest of this episode working out the front here, where the fountain will lead down into the monument building. But I think that's about all the building I have in me today. Obviously, I did a whole lot with all of this here recently, so I think I may have run my creative juices low. So I think we're just going to go off and do some caving now. So I'm going to drop off all the good stuff in a completely disorganized fashion, because that is what I do. So I'm just going to find an empty chest. Actually, that one work. I'm going to just do a mass drop off here. I'll organize it later. Wink, wink. Yeah, let's just get rid of everything that isn't important for caving, which I have not gone caving in a very long time, so this will be probably a disaster. But I do need some iron, because like I said, we need a new anvil, and I just got this piece of iron off of a zombie. That's the only piece of iron I have left, so I have a strip mine going down there, but you know, first world problems. All I seem to ever find is emeralds and diamonds and redstone. I gotta show you how much redstone I've pulled out of there. That I have pulled out maybe 10 pieces of iron in this whole process. Let's see, yeah. So I've gotten all of this redstone, this gold, 16 emeralds plus 6 that I did not, that I silk touched, 27 diamonds, tons of lapis. This is an old lapis too. It's just everything but iron. So that's a nice problem to have. Should I bring this armor? I like this armor. I don't want to lose it. I think I have another set in here that I'll just use for now. Yeah. Everything but a helmet. Nope, everything but a chest piece. I'll make a chest piece real quick. Okay, I would make a chest piece if I had some iron. Well, let me hop on Rocco real quick, and I'll go back to the main base and grab some armor and head out to a cave that I've not explored, which might take a little doing. Alright, so while I was on the way out to find a cave, I remember that I never actually showed this. I am in where Dux has been building, on and off, and he's been working on a horse race track, and he said he needed a stable, or like a barn, and I threw this together one night. It's kind of hastily conceived, but I think it came out pretty cool. It's got a lot of this bright orange acacia wood smattered through it, and up against the spruce and the, you know, the typical barn red clay and regular clay. But yeah, it's pretty simple, horse stable. It works, it's effective, and it's got a little bit of a grandstand on the top of it here because that's where his track is coming together someday, eventually, maybe. Who knows? Okay, off to a cave. Alrighty, so I think I found this spot, and it happens to be a very weird little rendering, world rendering issue. This cave seems to have just kind of spawned in here right next to a swamp, or in a swamp right next to an ocean, and it's just cut. It almost looks like one of the old school, when the world rendering changed and the biomes changed and everything. You used to get these weird cut sides everywhere. It's kind of like that. I don't know if it's actually going to be a cave, so I might have to do a little stair-stepping to get to one, but I thought this was as good a spot as any to start. Oops. Make sure I make a way out. Lots of cows, so if I get hungry, I know where to get food. Yeah, it looks like it maybe continues down here. It goes under the water. Interesting. Need to get some torches. Hooray, iron, that's... Oh, okay. Well, that's the end of the cave, huh? Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to do some stair-stepping to get anywhere. But, at least it's a start. Maybe it goes this way? And there's some more iron over here. So you may have noticed, if you follow more than just my channel, if you follow Joe's channel, not a whole lot else going on RaceCraft at the moment. I've talked to them, and Dux, as I think I've mentioned multiple times, just gets really burnt out on Minecraft in spurts, so he'll go for like a month of playing non-stop, and then he won't play for a while, and then he'll start playing again, and that's just the kind of the kind of Minecrafter he is. Joe and Lindsey, well, Lindsey has confessed that she just doesn't know what to do. She's not much of a builder, so now that the initial kind of like first setting up is done, she just doesn't know what to do. So I'm thinking that the three of us, possibly the four of us, if we can manage to get it together, are gonna do a adventure map, or maybe a capture the monument, or the I don't know, one of those maps where you kind of go on an adventure to find all the wolves. I think those are capture the monument. But anyway, yeah, do one of those together, just to have something to do as a group. So that would be cool. I have never actually played a single adventure map or anything in Minecraft in all the years I've been playing, so I think it's about time to change that and start up one of those. I think one of the ones we're looking at is Animosity, which I suggested, and Lindsey said it was really good because she watches Team Canada, Etho Beef and Paws. They all do a series on that. I have not seen any of that besides some like highlights, so no spoilers for me. It would be just like doing it for the first time, so that is one that might be high on the list of possible ones we would do. Possibly a different one though, maybe one that none of us have seen. We'll just have to see. It's just a matter of getting everybody together and having a time schedule that works. That almost sounds like a dungeon. Oh, there's a cave here. There's a lot of them. Then again, we've been using that version with the bug that zombies will not despawn because of chickens. Chickens laying eggs all over the place due to baby zombies riding chickens. So it could just be that. Although there's some cobblestone. Hey, it is a dungeon. Boy, we have, ouch, not found many dungeons in this game. Or in this world. Whoops. Right there. And it's even exposed. That's even rarer. I can light up some of this area before I get creeper bombed as I'm exploring this. I think this is only... Oh, shoot, they're all around me. I just remembered before I entered here that I forgot to bring any arrows with me. Not smart. Oh, jeez. Let me eat, man. Yeah, I think this is only the second dungeon I've found in this world. Maybe the only the second or third dungeon anybody's found, so... Whoa. Right there. So definitely a rare find anymore. Hopefully there's some good stuff in there. You just go away. Go away. And that's a ravine here. Got some light from over there. Hi there, I see you. Oh. Okay then. I definitely need to work on my PvE skills. I'm really excited that I'm excited for, I don't know that it's happening anytime soon, play Minecraft, adding ultra hardcore to the things you can do on there. That is something I definitely want to try. I just want to get a little bit more of this lit up before I go exploring that. So I don't get surprises. How did you spawn in there? I thought I lit that up enough. I hear a lot of skeletons too. That'd be cool if it was a dual a dual spawner. Alright. You be gone. Let me get this lit up a little bit more. Okay, what do we have? Iron horse armor. Some iron, that's what we needed. Saddle, bucket, wheat. Map. Ooh, 2 records. Cat and 13. Ooh, my Minecraft knowledge tells me I should stay away from this. It didn't work out too good for Kurt, but I'm gonna take it anyway. Instant death. Name tag. Name tag's always good to find. Skeleton with an enchanted bow. That's not a good find at all. Hopefully you drop some arrows. No. Sure. Alright, is anything else in this one? Got more iron. I think we'll leave the redstone and the gunpowder. And I'm going to leave the spawner intact and all of the mossy cobble because you can craft that now, so there's no need to pillage those things out. I get some of this iron, grab some of this lapis as well. Now the lapis has even more purpose than just being pretty. I just got to use it for enchanting. Okay, so now I lit everything up and I don't really remember where I saw everything. Well, I know I haven't mined anything else, so I guess I just need to keep exploring. I don't know why I'm going to bother getting this redstone. I guess it's good for XP. I've never really gotten into the whole redstone thing. It's a lot like, well, it's very similar to any kind of electronics. Like, you have to know your circuits and all the gates and everything, and that stuff has always not been my favorite subject. I am pretty high tech as a person. Like, I'm really into computers. Even with my mechanical side, I'm okay with the computer electronics on cars. I mean, but the actual like circuitry and stuff, oh, that just confuses the heck out of me. I've been doing horrible cave lighting here. There's no order to these torches at all. Okay, let's hop up here. I'd like to go into that ravine, but sometimes the ravines can be a little scarce on the actual ores. Ooh, hi there. See if I can not explode him. Much better. Here you, zombie. Now we got. Ooh, my Minecraft knowledge tells me I should stay away from this. It didn't work out too good for Kurt, but I'm gonna take it anyway. Got the torches on the right and everything. Oh, shoot! Okay. How did he one-shot me? And where was he? Oh, I didn't have 3 to figure out where that was either. Oh, I got some running to do. That wasn't terribly far away, but getting there in 5 minutes is going to be a chore. Ugh. Okay. Alright, well, the good news is I found where I exploded. And hopefully I didn't lose anything. There was lava pretty close. Do a little quick check of the inventory. Let's see. Still got all the armor. I got the name tag. I gained a helmet somehow. Got the records. Still got, do I have all my picks? Yep. Alright, so no big losses there. Where the heck did you come from? I don't even have my sword in my bar yet. Alright, I'm getting the heck out of here. This place is dangerous. Where are you guys coming from? Oh, up there. That's probably where that creeper came from. So even though... Oh, man. No, I gotta get all this iron. I can't leave. Alright, let me get this iron. Apparently this gold. Ugh. I still got torches, okay. Torch all the things. Oh. Where's that chicken? So this is a pretty cool little spot, actually. Even though it tried to kill me. Look at all the ores in here. Let's see how much iron we end up with. I'm gonna leave the redstone because I just want to get out of here. There's some more. Oh, geez, some more down here. That was a little dangerous over that lava. I should have brought a water bucket with me. I'm so unprepared. I've forgotten how to play Minecraft. Alright, there's some over there. Get this gold. Using a fortune pick for no reason. I don't care. Just want to get out. I'll have to remember where this cave is, though. There's a lot of caves around here that I have yet to explore. Even on the entrance, there was a whole other direction I didn't go. Yeah, ended up with half a stack already. Alright, now things are starting to come together. Well, I think I'm gonna just poke around this cave for a little while and head on home. Hopefully we'll have about a stack of iron. That should be enough for an anvil and just get supplies back in order. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. So yeah, you remember how I said thanks for watching, I'll see you next time? Just kidding. I was exploring this ravine a little, and what do you know? There's another freaking dungeon down here. It's like another zombie dungeon. In the ravine, right next to the lava. So let's see if there's anything good in here. Aw, no chests. Bummer.